My child, stop scrolling. Yes, you. Stop right now. Freeze your thumb. Be here with me. I am your father and I am speaking to you. This is not an accident. You didn't open this by chance. I called you here on purpose. I am interrupting you, not to control you, but to protect you. If you scroll away, you may not hear this the same way again, because right now is where I am reaching you. I see the pace you've been running. I see the pressure you've been carrying, that tightness in your chest you keep ignoring, that jaw clenched until it aches, those shoulders pulled up like armor, the racing thoughts, the reharmonizing of tomorrow's conversations, the list that keeps growing, the dread that hides behind your smile. You have been rehearsing outcomes that are not in your hands, and it is wearing your soul thin. I see you. I see you right now. Listen to me. The pressure you feel is not all yours. So much of it is the weight of control. Burdens you picked up because you thought you had to. Responsibilities you claimed because you were afraid to trust. But I am here tonight to pull you out of pressure and into rest, not later. Now. This moment is a divine interruption. I am placing my hand on the spinning wheel of your mind and bringing it to a stop. Stay with me. Breathe with me. Your heart was not designed for constant management. It was made for trust. You are not a machine. You are mine. I did not form you to be endlessly on guard, forever anticipating, forever bracing for what might go wrong. I formed you to sleep under my watch, to live under my covering, to move from my peace. Rest is not a prize you earn by exhausting yourself. Rest is a gift you receive by letting me be God. So here is your first step of obedience. Mark this decision in the open, like this as a small yes in your spirit, and write these words in the comments. I release control, not for show, for agreement. Let your own eyes see your surrender. Let your own mind hear your mouth say it. This is not random engagement. It is a public line in the sand that your heart will remember when old urges return. I am not scolding you. I am rescuing you. I am not far. I am here. I am gentling the storm inside you. I will not abandon you to the night, and I will not leave you to manage what was never assigned to you. Put the next hour back in my hands. Put tomorrow back in my hands. Let yourself be small again, cared for again, carried again. Do not rush away. I have more to say, but first, be still. Let the pressure drain. Feel my peace begin to settle. You are safe with me, and tonight you will rest. Stay with me. Now listen closely. I see the hypervigilance. I see you checking again and again. I see you refreshing the messages to make sure you didn't miss one, rereading the thread to analyze tone, replaying the conversation to hunt for a hidden offense. I see you checking the bank balance at midnight, the calendar at dawn, the door twice, the stove 3 times, the email drafts you never send. I see you scanning rooms to read people's moods, measuring your words to keep everyone steady, predicting their reactions before they ever speak. I see you trying to manage the atmosphere so the ground never shakes. I see you, and I know why you do it. Underneath your vigilance, there is an inner contract you signed without realizing it. If I don't control it, it will fall apart. If I loosen my grip, I will be blindsided. If I rest, something will get missed, and I will pay. You call it wisdom because it looks careful. But listen to me. Control is fear wearing the mask of wisdom. Responsibility is holy. Control is heavy. Responsibility is stewardship. It holds what I place in your hands and asks me for strength. Control hoards and stiffens, deciding that everything depends on you and that I am late. I am not condemning you. I am uncovering what is costing you. Hypervigilance feels like safety, but it is quietly draining your peace and muting your sensitivity to my voice. When your mind is on constant patrol, Your ears fill with static. When you keep the spotlight on every possible problem, my gentle guidance seems distant, not because I am far, but because your attention is too crowded to hear the whisper. You lie down, but your mind stands guard. You turn off the light, but you turn on the forecasts. You call it planning. It is panic disguised as preparation. You label it excellence. It is exhaustion calling itself necessary. The lists grow, the margins shrink. Your body is horizontal, but your spirit is braced. This is why the morning feels like you never actually stopped. Hear me. You are not weak. You are tired. And I am not angry. I am reaching for you. I have watched you carry more than you were assigned because you love deeply and you fear deeply. I have compassion for both. I gave you the gift of responsibility, but I did not ask you to be everyone's savior. I entrusted you with stewardship, but I never crowned you controller of outcomes. There is a difference. Stewardship asks, what is mine to do in faith? Control insists, everything is mine to manage in fear. Let those words loosen your shoulders now. Breathe, my child. Let me bring the guard down without letting danger in. I am your covering. I am not late. I am not absent. You do not have to keep watch alone. When you release what is not yours to command, you will hear me again, clearer, kinder, nearer than the noise that has kept you on edge. Stay with me. I am teaching you the way back to peace. Stay with me. Hear me clearly now. When I tell you to stop, it is not to control you, but to protect you. I am a father who corrects because I love. This is not condemnation. This is correction wrapped in care. I am reaching into the pattern that has kept you braced, not to shame you, but to remove what is stealing your peace. Control has been promising you safety, but it has been feeding your fear. It looks like strength because it keeps you moving, planning, bracing, but beneath it, your nerves are threadbare and your spirit is tight. Counterfeit strength stands rigid. True strength rests under covering. You have called it discernment, but much of it has been distrust. You have named it diligence, but often it is desperation. You have worn it as leadership, but it has been load-bearing without me. Not discernment, but distrust. Not diligence, but desperation. Not leadership, but loneliness under a weight I did not assign. Listen, the more you feed control, the hungrier it becomes. It never says, enough. It demands another check, another scenario, another contingency, and every new layer you add seems wise, but it quietly shrinks your capacity to receive. Clenched hands cannot hold new peace. A clenched jaw cannot form prayers that rise with trust. A clenched heart cannot hear a whisper. It only hears alarms. You asked me why my guidance feels faint. Your attention is crowded. Your grip is loud. Your inner sirens drown me out. I am not scolding you for caring. I gave you that care. I am rescuing you from the illusion that outcomes depend on your vigilance. Responsibility partners with me. Control replaces me. Responsibility asks, what is mine in faith? Control insists, everything is mine in fear, and fear keeps asking to be fed. Feed it with more monitoring, more guessing, more self-assignments, until you are brittle, snappish, and exhausted, carrying a hero's pose with a trembling core. I do not want brittle children. I want you soft enough to sense me, strong enough to rest when I say rest. Mark this moment in obedience. Do not wait. Type this word in the comments as your yes. Trust. Then share this with one person I bring to your mind who is carrying too much. These are not random actions. They are responses to my call. Agreement opens the door for peace to enter. Obedience expands the reach of rest. Let me reframe you now. Caution without communion is just fear with credentials. Planning without prayer is panic in a suit. Hustle without my hand is hurry toward burnout. I am not asking you to abandon wisdom. I am inviting you to abandon the fear that dresses itself as wisdom. Lay down the urge to manage every variable. Put back the burdens that never had your name on them. Open your hands. Breathe out the script you wrote for tomorrow. Breathe in my nearness now. I am here. I am not late. I am not distant. I am not silent to those who slow down to listen. You are safe with me. Let the tight places loosen. Let the tremor settle. When you stop feeding fear, it stops shouting. When you stop clutching, peace has room to land. Tonight, choose trust. I will hold what you release, and I will keep what you commit into my hands. Rest, my child. I have you. Stay with me. Do not rush past this part. Hear me. Stillness does not mean abandonment. Waiting does not mean rejection. Silence does not mean I am absent. My quiet is not distance. It is invitation. My hush is not punishment. It is protection from the noise that has been bruising your senses. I am here. I see you. I have not stopped speaking. I am teaching you where to listen. In the quiet, your mind has learned to panic, to torque outcomes with effort because results were not immediate. When the door doesn't swing fast, you reach for the hinges. When the answer doesn't arrive on your schedule, you start writing your own script and calling it wisdom. When the room goes still, old fears step forward and say, "Fill it or be forgotten." That is why control shouts in slow seasons. It hates rooms it cannot command. It treats delay like danger and silence like a verdict. But listen, delay is not danger when I am your covering. Silence is not a verdict when I am your father. The space you fear is the space where I steady your breathing, quiet your alarms, and lay direction into the soil of your attention. Come, practice this with me now. Breathe. Unclench your hands. Lower your shoulders. Unset your jaw. Unhitch your thoughts from tomorrow's negotiations. Stop rehearsing outcomes in your head. You do not need to hold a summit with the future before you can sleep. Be small on purpose, under my care on purpose. Whisper this to me under your breath. You are here. I am safe. Again, let the words be a blanket. Let the blanket weigh you down into rest. Do not argue with the quiet. Agree with it. Agree with me. I guide the surrendered. I light the steps of the willing. Clarity returns when there is room for it, when you stop crowding the hallway with hypotheses and let me walk through. Peace returns when you stop feeding fear. Direction returns when you stop auditioning every outcome and ask simply, what is mine in faith? Strength returns when you lay down the armor you forged in anxiety and let me clothe you with my presence. I do not lead by frenzy. I do not stampede my children. I lead by a steady hand and a gentle voice, and the gentle voice is best heard in stillness. Hear me anchoring you again. I am here. I see you. I have not stopped speaking. My word has been threading through your day, even when you missed it. My hand has been under your steps, even when you felt unsteady. Nothing meant for you will outrun my timing. Nothing I have ordained for you requires panic to keep it alive. Stay with me in the quiet, and you will learn its music. Peace first, then direction, then strength. Tonight, let the hush hold you. I am not gone. I am closer than your breath. And in the stillness, you will finally hear the rest you have been begging for. Stay with me. I am placing light on what you have been shouldering in the dark. Much of what you're carrying feels necessary, but it was never your assignment to hold. You took it because you love deeply and because disappointment once bit hard. You told yourself, never again, and you made an inner vow without seeing its cost. Hear me now with love and clarity. That vow has been steering you more than my voice. It turned into micromanagement dressed as responsibility and into emotional armor that looks like strength but keeps tenderness out. Let me name the false assignments so you can recognize them when they try to climb back into your hands. Managing everyone's emotions is not your job. Regulating every room so no one ever sulks, flares, or withdraws is not your calling. You are not the thermostat of every heart, and you are not the savior of every mood. Preventing every mistake is not your job. Excellence is good. Omniscience is not your portion. Anticipating every loss before it can arrive, pre-grieving every scenario so you won't be surprised, that is not wisdom. That is fear rehearsing pain to feel in control. Controlling timing is not your job. You do not have to shove doors to prove you are diligent. My timing is not weak, and your pushing does not make it stronger. Controlling perception is not your job. Editing yourself until you are palatable to every viewer. Curating your words to avoid any misread. Living as a public relations manager for your own soul. This is a weight that was never assigned to you. Listen carefully. Planning is a tool. Obsession is a throne. Planning serves my leadership. Obsession competes with it. Planning asks, what is wise today? Obsession declares, I must secure tomorrow. Planning looks for provision with open hands. Obsession hoards outcomes with clenched fists. When you made the inner vow, I won't be disappointed again, you began to build a tiny kingdom where you are the guard, the judge, and the weather forecaster. It felt safe at first, then it became small, airless, and loud. This is why you are tired even when you lie down. This is why joy leaks when nothing is wrong. Your vow keeps you braced. My love wants you free. I am not asking you to perform to earn peace. Peace is not a prize for the most vigilant. Peace is your portion because you are mine. I am not waiting for you to impress me. I am waiting for you to let me carry what is mine. I gave you stewardship, not sovereignty. I gave you responsibility, not rulership. I trust you to tend what I place in your hands. I never asked you to govern what only I can hold. Let this distinction settle like a warm weight on your chest. You can love people without carrying their weather. You can prepare without policing tomorrow. You can be faithful without forecasting loss. You can walk in wisdom without building a throne for obsession. I am leading you back to the simple question that breaks chains. What is mine in faith? If it is not yours in faith, it is not yours to force. Stay with me. Tonight you will set down what has been bending your heart. I will help you identify each extra weight, name it, and release it. Do not rush. Do not argue. I am here to unassign what I never assigned and to return you to the lightness of being led. Stay with me. My child, we are laying this down one by one, not in theory, but right now. Do not rush. Do not argue. Say it with me as we go. Write it where your eyes can see it. Mark your yes in the open so your heart remembers. I am here, guiding your hands to open. First, outcomes. Release the results you have been trying to force. Obedience is yours. Outcomes are mine. You plant, you water, you show up in faith. I am the one who makes seeds break open and roots take hold. You cannot coerce fruit by staring at branches. You cannot gain control by gripping harder. Say it, I release outcomes. Lay down the metrics, the imaginary scoreboard, the pressure to make everything work. Your job is faithful steps. My job is faithful endings. Trust me to write the harvest on my schedule and in my way. Second, timing. Release the clock you keep chasing. Urgency is not the same as anointing. Haste is not holiness. What is for you will not pass you by when your life is in my hands. Slow doors can still be my doors. A delayed yes is often a protected yes. Say it, I release timing. Take your hands off the hinges. Stop refreshing what I have already scheduled. Rest your mind and let my pace reteach your breath. I am not late. I am not early. I am exact. Third, other people's choices. Release the need to parent adults, to rescue unwilling hearts, and to call it love. Control masquerading as care is not compassion. It is fear in a caretaker's uniform. You can pray without policing. You can love without meddling. You can set boundaries without bitterness. Say it. I release their choices to you. Put their names in my hands and step back. Allow consequences to teach what your nagging cannot. I am their father too. I do not need a co-savior. Fourth, your image. Release the management of perception. Integrity is safer than control. Let your yes be yes and your no be no. Let your life be a steady truth instead of a curated performance. Say it. I release my image. If they misunderstand, I will vindicate. If you are overlooked, I will remember. If you are misread, walk in light anyway. Purity in me will outlast every rumor and outshine every narrative spun against you. Fifth, the worst-case story. Release the catastrophic imagination you have been feeding. This is not prophecy. It is anxiety writing scripts in the dark. Starve it. Do not rehearse pain to feel prepared. Replace what if with even if you are with me. Say it. I release the worst-case script. When fear begins its monologue, interrupt it with my promises. Take that thought captive and hand it over. Your imagination is meant to host hope, not house alarms. Sixth, perfection. Release the lie that you must earn rest through flawless execution. Rest is received by grace, not purchased by performance. I am not grading you on spotless days. I am growing you into steady days. Say it. I release perfection. Choose progress over polish. Repent quickly, adjust gently, and stop treating missteps as disqualification. Roots grow in hidden places before fruit appears. Let me grow you. Seventh, constant monitoring. Release the compulsive checking that keeps your mind on patrol and your spirit on edge. Attention is a holy resource. Reclaim it as sensitivity to my voice. Say it. I release monitoring. Turn off the endless alerts that yank your peace. Put the device down for this hour. Breathe with me. 3 slow inhales, 3 slow exhales, and let your awareness return from 1,000 tabs to the one who holds you. Now exhale. Peace begins when you name what you've been controlling and deliberately release it back to me. Mark your agreement. Say it out loud. Write it plainly. Outcomes, timing, their choices, my image, worst case, perfection, monitoring released. I receive what you let go. I cover what you commit. Stay with me in this surrender and feel the weight begin to lift. Tonight, rest returns. I am here. You are safe. Stay with me. Now that you have named what you are releasing, let me teach you the holy trade I am offering. This is not vague relief. This is an exchange. Clenched hands cannot carry peace. A braced heart cannot feel a blessing land. When you open, you make room. Surrender is not losing control. It is exchanging pressure for my peace and direction. You are not emptying yourself into nothing. You are clearing space for me. I am not asking you to drop what matters. I am asking you to hand me what is crushing you so I can return to you what will carry you. Hear how we do this together. Say it with me, slowly, out loud, so your own ears become doors. I surrender outcomes for guidance. I surrender pressure for peace. I surrender speed for obedience. I surrender image for integrity. I surrender forecasting for trust. I surrender vigilance for covering. Again, let the words unhook you. Outcomes for guidance, pressure for peace, speed for obedience, image for integrity, forecasting for trust, vigilance for covering. This is the exchange of tonight. You release what keeps you tight. I place in you what keeps you steady. What will this rest look like in your real life? It looks like lying down and not auditioning tomorrow's conversations. It looks like closing your eyes without performing the meeting in your mind 3 different ways. It looks like letting a text sit without panicking over the silence. It looks like answering an email in the morning instead of bargaining with guilt at midnight. It looks like allowing a conversation to be imperfect without dragging it to a courtroom in your head. It looks like making a decision from peace, not from the heat of urgency. It looks like doing the next faithful thing and letting the future be my job again. You will breathe more slowly. You will listen more easily. You will notice my nudges because the alarms will be quiet. Listen to me anchor your identity while your hands open. You are known. You are chosen. You are loved deeply and intentionally without your control proving anything. I do not love you because you manage well. I love you because you are mine. I have not been waiting for a flawless you. I have been waiting for a yielded you. When you yield, I guide. When you rest, I cover. When you trust, I multiply what you could never have forced. Now practice this with me right now for 60 simple seconds. Put the phone down. Turn your face slightly upward. Unclench your jaw. Let your shoulders drop. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. No planning, no scripting, no rehearsing. Just be here with me. Whisper this once on the inhale, once on the exhale. I am here, Father. Again, I am here, Father. Feel the weight shift from your grip to my hands. Feel the noise step back when you do not feed it. This minute is not small. This is how you will walk tomorrow, one surrendered minute at a time. Stay with me as you leave this moment. When the urge to tighten returns, return to the exchange. Say it again, as many times as needed. I surrender outcomes for guidance, pressure for peace, speed for obedience. I am not far. I am not late. I am leading you with a gentle hand. Open your hands, my child. Receive your rest. Stay with me. When hands open, they must be taught not to grab again. Control will try to return the moment uncertainty whispers. It will call itself wisdom. It will pose as care. It will tell you, just this once, secure it yourself. Hear me. That is the temptation to self-save. That is not your assignment tonight. I am redirecting you for your protection. Rest must be guarded, or urgency and guilt will sneak control back into your pocket before morning. So we set boundaries of peace, clear lines that keep your soul under covering. When anxiety demands answers, you return to prayer before research. You do not open 10 tabs. You open your mouth and say, Father, you are here. I am safe. When urgency screams, you slow down on purpose. You lower your shoulders, you drink water, you count to 30, and you ask, is this mine in faith or am I moving from fear? When guilt manipulates, you choose truth. You speak it out loud. Love is not control. Boundaries are not betrayal. Obedience is better than people-pleasing. These are your peace boundaries. Keep them simple. Keep them firm. Keep them now. Here is your nightly audit. 3 questions to close your day and keep your yes anchored. What am I trying to control? What fear is underneath? What truth does God say? Write it, even if it is 1 line. Name the thing. Name the fear. Answer with truth. Put what you've named into a God's hands list. The note on your phone, the card by your bed, the scrap of paper in your nightstand. Fold it. Hand it to me. You are not dumping it into emptiness. You are placing it into care. Decide in advance what you will not pick back up. You will not pick up midnight decision-making. You will not pick up monitoring other people's moods. You will not pick up worst-case rehearsals. You will not pick up the clock you gave me earlier. If the ping pulls you, you will pause and pray. If the fear shouts, hurry, you will answer, no. If the voice of guilt hisses, fix it now, you will respond, truth first, not pressure. Hear me again. Obedience keeps you covered. Striving keeps you scattered. Listening is protection. Hustling from panic is exposure. I cover the child who waits with me. I steady the one who slows when urgency knocks. I vindicate the one who chooses truth over manipulation. Establish small, holy fences. No new arguments after dark. No rereading threads to search for offense. No forecasting tomorrow after you lay down. No answering non-urgent messages once you have placed the phone face down. Replace each no with a yes. Yes to breath prayer. Yes to stillness. Yes to a whispered, "You are here. I am safe." Do not apologize for these boundaries. They are not rudeness. They are reverence for the peace I just gave you. Now mark your obedience in this very space so the rhythm continues. Subscribe to stay in this nightly release with me. Let your future self be reminded to return to rest. Share this with 3 people I place on your heart. These are not random actions. They are responses to my call. As my word declares, what you sow in obedience, I cause to grow. Sow peace and I will multiply it back to you, through you, around you. I am here. I am your covering. Keep these boundaries and you will keep your peace. If you feel yourself reaching tonight, stop and return. Ping, pause, pray. Fear says, hurry. Flesh says, fix. Faith says, hand it to your Father. Do that and sleep under my watch. Stay with me. Slow down. Unclench your hands. Lower your shoulders. Breathe in, my child, and breathe out again. Let the exhale carry the weight you no longer need to hold. I am here. Whisper with me softly, so your own ears can hear your surrender becoming real. Father, I lay it down tonight. Say it with me now. Father, I lay down outcomes. I release the scoreboard, the invisible judges, the pressure to make it all work. Obedience is mine, endings are yours. I place every result back into your hands. Father, I lay down timing. I give you the clock I have been chasing. I renounce urgency as my guide. I choose your pace over my panic. Your time is exact. I will rest in it. Father, I lay down other people. I release their choices, their moods, their paths. I place their names in your care and step back. Teach me to love without controlling and to pray without policing. Father, I lay down money stress. I hand you the budget, the bills, the numbers that keep me up. Provide what is needed. Give me wisdom, contentment, and diligence without fear. I trust your provision more than my projections. Father, I lay down health fear. I surrender every symptom I've rehearsed, every diagnosis I've dreaded. I choose care without catastrophe, stewardship without spirals. Cover my body, calm my nerves, and teach me to rest in your keeping. Father, I lay down relationship uncertainty. I release the what-ifs, the texts, the silences, the overthinking. Guard my heart, grow my character, lead me in truth and peace with boundaries soaked in love. Father, I lay down career pressure. I give you the deadlines, the metrics, the doors I want to force. Make excellence my worship, not my worth. Open what no one can shut and shut what is not for me, clearly, kindly, firmly. Father, I lay down the need to be understood. I release the courtroom in my head. I choose integrity over image, truth over managing perception. You vindicate, I will walk in light. Now listen while I anchor you. You are not unseen, I am with you. I will guide you, I will keep you, I will give you rest. Let these be your certainty in the night. I am here, I am not late, I am not silent to those who pause to listen. When you make room, clarity returns, peace returns, direction returns, strength returns, and sleep comes as a gift, not a fight. Place your hand over your chest. Breathe in my nearness. Breathe out your grip. Say it one more time. Father, I lay it down tonight. I receive your rest. Mark your obedience now so peace can spread. Like this as your small yes. Comment, I receive rest to seal your surrender. Share this with 3 weary hearts I place on your mind. And if I am prompting you to help carry this light further, support this mission through Super Thanks, membership, or PayPal. These are not random actions. They are seeds. As my word declares, what you sow in obedience, I cause to grow. Sow peace, and I will multiply it, back to you, through you, around you. Now be still. I cover you. I quiet you with my love. I surround your bed with my presence. Sleep, my child, under my watch.